All right.
All right, Aura. Aura, where are you from originally? Where'd you grow up?
In Orange County, but I was born out in East LA. But I grew up in Orange County.
You're more of an East LA girl or Orange County girl?
No, I'm pretty much OC.
What was your family like?
Um, I live with grandparents, like so. Well, that's pretty much who raised me. My dad and mom weren't really like. My dad was there, but my mom wasn't. At all. Until I was like 17, I met her.
How would you describe your childhood?
I mean, it wasn't like, it was cool. I mean, there was a lot of like, summer camps and stuff like that, so that was cool, like just being able to go somewhere every day. Like, so my childhood was like okay because I remember summer camps were like legit, like.
But your mom, she wasn't around.
Mm-mm.
Do you know what she was doing?
Nope. I didn't know where she was. I tried looking for her. Like I emailed Dr. Phil and Oprah, or no, was it Oprah or Ellen? One of them two, but I know for sure Dr. Phil, and his detectives couldn't find my mom, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, where is she, That shit hurt,
Did you ever find her?
Yeah, I randomly met her on Mother's Day, 2012, so. But since then, I've only seen her 5 times. Like since I was 17, yeah.
How was your meeting with her?
Horrible. I'm bawling my eyes out, like crying, like just so like, like, oh my, like in awe, like, oh, you're actually alive, But she didn't even remember me. I was like, what the fuck? How can you not?
What was she doing?
I guess she just got like, after she lost us, she like lost it. So it's like.
But it was drugs or something like that?
Yeah, like with alcohol or, like, I don't know, I guess she got dosed like after she lost us by like, like some angel dust or some crazy shit like that, like, or Sherm or something like that, because she like completely lost it. Till this day, she's fucking in East LA, just like sleeping behind dumpsters. My cousin's seen her, I was like, damn, like.
It's gotta be hard for you.
Yeah, like, who likes to hear people like doing that,
You graduate high school?
Yeah. In 2012. 2012.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. When the world was supposed to end,
And what have you done since then?
Pretty much, just living my life, getting money, like, just being in the lifestyle, like, the fast lifestyle, I guess, fast money,
Does that mean sex work?
Does it mean sex work? I don't know.
Fast money for a female is usually sex work.
I mean, yeah, or if that's what you want to call it, fast money. Yeah. I got introduced into, I guess sex work when I was 17,
By who?
I got gorilla pimped by a group of people up in Oakland. And that's how I pretty much got into the lifestyle, I learned how to get money and, live, just this, this life. I guess they call it, like hoes or escorting or, porn stars or, webcam girls, but yeah, like, no, I've just been working out and, whether it's prostitution, or, working on the net, and just getting my money that way,
You're doing all of the above, basically? You're doing all of the above?
I mean, I'm definitely meeting up and, yeah, providing a full service.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How does that affect you emotionally? You're cool with it?
I mean, sometimes I feel like I don't have like really, I don't really care that this is how I'm making money, you know? I'm comfortable with doing it.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you know me, then you've probably linked up with me to, you know, see me. And if not, then it's a bit on a base like you and me. Because I haven't obviously seen you. I mean, I'm just meeting up with you, networking, you know?
And you do this on the street, or you do it through the internet?
Yeah, I be on the streets, yeah, walking, you know.
In like Skid Row, or
No, like down in like in Hollywood area, like or K-Town, Koreatown
right?
on Western.
Yeah, there's a little track there.
Yeah, there's another one called Fig, you know.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, like Figueroa, you know. I don't like being down there. Like I don't even really like to be outside, like, you know, but sometimes, you know, like the internet's slow and people aren't trying to, you know, come and see me. So I'm like, fuck, I got to get to it. This is how I'm making money.
Yeah, you make good money doing it.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Yeah. I mean, I've made a lot of money. Like, it's been so fucked up though because like the lifestyle you have to like think that you need a pimp, you know, and right now I'm just like I'm like been in the game for so long. I'm like, what the fuck? Why?
You definitely don't need a pimp.
I don't. Like, what the fuck is giving my money to some other person that doesn't even care about me? I've had peace. Don't get me wrong. Like, I believe in the game, you know, but just right now I'm just like I'm kind of disappointed, you know? Like,
How did those relationships work out?
you know, I just feel like whenever you're into someone, you give everything that you got, you know, and that's just what it is, you know? Like, you want to give everything to this one person to just take care of you. And that's kind of like a relationship. I don't know why it's described as like a pimp and a hoe, like, or in those drastic terms, because like this thing gets deep, you know? You don't want to have to, and it sucks that like the oldest profession you can go to jail for, you know? Like, why? I'm just trying to get by.
What do you think squares don't understand about that lifestyle?
I guess just the whole point of maybe probably just
Because pimps are like the most hated subculture of society, basically.
yeah,
One of them.
like they're looked down upon for sure. It kind of sucks, you know. Like I don't like really look down on all like you know those types of people, but even though I was brought into the game by like gorillas, like people who are like forcing you to do it, you know, like it just kind of it's a drastic situation, you know, and it's very I went through so much shit, like I saw so much shit, like I was 17 getting out of high school and I was just on Harbor Boulevard in the city I grew up in, and some lady sees me and she just convinces me to go up to Oakland. How do it's because I didn't have no fucking parents. I didn't have I did have my dad. I called my dad and I told my dad is the one who brought me into the streets originally. You know, like my dad's like kind of taught me everything, you know, like from telling me everything that was gonna happen to me when I went up to Oakland, and he told me not to go and I went anyways because I didn't believe him. Like, I was like, you know, I was terrified. I'd never been outside of fucking Orange County. Are you serious?
What makes a young girl decide to do that when everyone around her is telling her not to?
I mean, just curiosity, you know? Curiosity kills the cat, you know? But I've had so many lifetimes. I've died 5 times in this lifetime. I've been to the in-between 5 different times. Like, and I've come back. I've went somewhere every time. I could tell you everything about it.
What were the circumstances where this happened? Drugs?
1 of the time, no, 2 of the times. Yeah. 2 of the times I had an overdose.
You got some fentanyl?
The last one was, yes, but the first one was off of a goofy shot, like heroin and crystal. Yeah. I went out those times. Very dark places. Very dark. Like, so dark. It's unimaginable.
It's a dangerous lifestyle you're living.
Yeah, it's day to day. I don't really like it though. I'm starting not to.
How old are you?
I just turned 30.
30.
hmm
No kids?
I have a daughter
You do. And where is she?
in Orange County
With your family or?
with my baby daddy's family.
Okay.
Very safe, you know, good family. Very, you know, I guess a regular, you know, what you would call family, like the mom and dad.
She's better there than with you on the streets.
Yeah, like right now, yes, for sure. But I'm there for her 100%. Everything, down to going to student up to go, like she's about to start school on Monday, you know? So
What is your go-to drug?
right now I smoke Fetty. I smoke fentanyl.
Oh, you do?
I do. But I relapsed after I got hit by a car, and that was like last year, so. But I got sober. I was sober when I got hit by the car. And after I got hit is when I relapsed.
You started out with what drugs?
Mainly like crystal.
Crystal?
Yeah, crystal. I didn't smoke weed like until I was in like 10th grade. Like I was like one of the last ones to smoke weed in my class. I remember. Yeah, I got high as fuck one day. High as fuck in fucking English class, and I was cracking up like I was like, what the fuck? Like, and I was saying it out loud, you know, like loud, and my teacher's looking at me like, and I'm just like, my bad, like, and she's like, get up, let me talk to you outside of the class, you know, and I was like, like a soccer star, like I was the jock, you know, like in high school, so like everybody kind of like knew me, or like because I played soccer, you know, and I ran track, but I was like a really big like, you know, school, you know, let's go and play some sports, you know, like and get these medals, you know. Yeah, I was like that type, you know. So I didn't smoke like weed and do drugs, you know, like how everyone else does drugs, you know, like, and starts drinking, like, as soon as they're in middle school and shit like that. Like, I know nothing about drugs until I was literally, like, that, when I met that girl, you know, like, that took me up to Oakland. That's when I, like, have first really experienced, you know, crystal and being high, you know?
And if you hadn't met her, your life would probably look very different right now, I would think.
I would think that, yeah, because that, when I came back...
Or I should say, if you were able to stay away from drugs, your life would look very different. Because if you hadn't met her, you probably would have still found it somehow.
Right, like, I mean, definitely, I mean, my dad is the one that gave me the crystal the first time. So, yeah, it happened regardless. But meeting her was definitely, I feel like, I didn't understand, like, why I met such an evil person in my life. Like, just thinking back, like, on what she did to me, I'm just like, wow, like, and she even had daughters. And that was the whole thing, like, she was telling me, oh, you're not gonna work. You're not gonna work. You're just gonna watch my girls. And since I didn't have a mom, I trusted her, you know, like that. And she saw vulnerability, you know, in me as soon as she seen me on the phone with my dad. And I was that comfortable with telling him everything, you know, like, oh, this girl must be actually tight with her dad, and he may just be in the lifestyle too. So let's see what we can make a deal on, you know, like, and that's so it's fucked up because it's like, how can you just do that, you know, like to your own daughter? And then you wonder why. What the fuck? I mean, I would have eventually found out I had like a sex problem, like a sex addiction problem as well. Drugs addiction is just another addiction, you know, like, but sex, caffeine, fucking just. Money. Yeah, it's all an addiction. It's crazy.
You think if you had your mother's love throughout your childhood, your life would look different?
Well, honestly, no, I really don't. I think I still probably would have ended up where I am, like, or getting introduced to the game just as fast, you know? But I mean, when I was younger, yeah, I would have hoped, like, dang, like, I knew my life would have been better, because when I was 14, I attempted suicide. I didn't want to live here no more because I didn't have that. And I couldn't think of, dang, what if, you know? Like, so I just couldn't handle it no more. I knew my life was going to be so different.
But the point I was trying to make was, if you had your mother's love as a small girl, you might have been a little more stable as a teenager.
I guess maybe, yeah. Yeah, my dad didn't have no girlfriends, you know, growing up, so I never had like a stepmom or, you know, like that. Like, he just...
No female role models?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. But it doesn't change, like, the fact that I'm like I'm still a good mom, though. You know, people, like, you know, they're like that know me, you know, like, they kind of like know that, oh, she loves her daughter, you know, like, she does everything for her daughter, because she like, obvious I love my daughter.
How often do you see her?
Every weekend.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I go to church with her every Sunday.
That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I even have her name tattooed right here. That's like where my mom had my name tattoo on her. And I was like, how do you not remember me? Like, are you that fucked up? Like, that right there made me want to start using too. It made me think, like, damn, like, what the fuck is she on? I want to be high like that. To not remember who I am? That's crazy. Who can not remember their daughter when their name's tattooed above on their chest? Like,
Do you think there's a little bit of you walking in your mom's footsteps a bit with the lifestyle you're leading?
yeah, I do.
You're not as bad as your mom. You're taking your daughter to church, but
Right.
you're still not living with her and
Right.
getting her dressed for school every day.
Right, and that's what I've had to learn, like, sadly, like, you could be there and buy whatever they need, but the little things, like getting them ready for school and, you know, being there when they fall asleep and, you know, shit like that, like, really matters, you know?
Consistency is important.
Yeah, it very consistent, like, just like how I want to be consistent with getting money. I need to be consistent with, like, wanting to be there, you know, for her more than I got, you know? Sometimes that's hard, you know?
What do you think the most powerful addiction you're dealing with? Is it the drug addiction, or is it the you're addicted to the fast money in the streets? Or is it all just combined?
If I had to choose, like, getting sober over not working and, like, having a square job, I would give up drugs. I would get all the way sober.
So you like the fast money of the streets?
I like what I do, you know? Like, I like how that's how I get money. It's just...
What do you think of the men that are your clients?
They're all cool, you know? All respectable people.
The sex workers that I've interviewed who have had that attitude are the ones who weather it the best, I've found. The ones who hate the men that they're seeing and they think they're a bunch of cretins that are just, like, you know, parasites, basically, are the ones who kind of it takes more of a toll on them.
Like,
so the fact that you don't hate the men that you're seeing,
yeah,
is I think it's a stronger or healthier attitude.
Yeah, it's why would I hate somebody that's wanting to see me, like, and help me out, like, with my finances?
But a lot of sex workers hate their clients.
I don't know why. Why? like that doesn't make any sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I love everybody. Like it takes a lot for me to like want to like hate somebody. Like so I'm like a pretty like, you know, I guess social person, I guess, or I get along with people well, you know? There's only sometimes like I don't get along with people, and that's because they don't like, you know, they're just like not confident with themselves, or, you know, they dislike me for something that they don't have.
There's
Or
always somebody that gets under your skin.
I mean, someone that's always like kind of like thinking like more of a like have a hate, or not a hate, but just kind of like, you know, just being negative.
Do you have any regrets in your life?
Mm, I don't know. I don't really have regrets, I guess. Regrets over what?
I don't know.
I don't know.
The direction your life took, not being there for your daughter, not getting a better education, maybe pursuing a career.
Yeah, I do actually, now you say that. See, like my memory's fucked up. Like I got hit by the car last year.
You did.
Yeah, and that was my 5th time like dying, like having a near death experience, like going somewhere after I died, or, you know, here. It was, so I lost a lot of my memory, and just like simple things, you know, like that I would know, I feel like, you know, but I just feel like after that, I kind of, names, people, like I didn't know who anyone was, you know?
Really?
Yeah. Like if I seen a picture, I would be able to recognize you, or if I saw you in person, I would recognize you, but I may like forget your name, you know, but yeah, just, I feel like it was a big reset, you know? Yeah, I regret not fucking getting the person who hit me, because I was looking right at the license plate.
And you didn't get it? So it was a hit and run? Wow.
Yeah.
What's
That
your,
shit was crazy.
what's your biggest fear now?
I guess, honestly, dying.
You're playing around with a drug that could make that a reality.
Well, because the next time I do die, I may not be able to come back. And I know after the 5th time dying, of going to such a beautiful place, I know I'm not scared, you know? Like, I know where I'm going. So dying really scares me now, and it like really took a toll on me. And I've been trying to, you know, just hurry up and get this money so I can like pursue like my goal and my, you know, ideas in life, you know? Because I don't want to get stuck like my mom, you know? I can't risk it. It's been like too close of a fucking hello. Like, you want to keep playing? Like, keep playing. Fuck around and end up like your mom. I don't want to be like that. Like, I want to be there for my daughter, you know?
How old is your daughter now?
She's 9.
9.
Yeah, so she's in 4th grade. It's just hard, you know, because like she lives with my baby daddy's family, because I don't have my mom and dad, you know? So I don't have my family dealing with her at all. So she's with a Colombian family, like she's 1st generation American. Like, so I just paid for her to go to Colombia this last summer for a month to go experience and go meet his family, because I'm not gonna be a hater. Just because she doesn't have my family, I'm not gonna keep her from not knowing hers. So that meant trusting them to go take her all the way to Colombia. As her mom, I should be there, but I'm not, because that's her family, you know. Like, yeah, like me and, you know, her dad got married, you know, and, you know, I was with him like that, but I chose not to, and so going to Colombia to meet his family when I don't even speak Spanish, like, what the fuck is that? I'm just gonna let her do what she needs to do, and as a child, you know, go meet her family. Like, I wanted to meet my family, you know? All I wanted to do was meet my family. And I didn't have a mom. So that shit like really be hitting, you know? I want to make sure that she gets everything that she wants and everything she can, you know? Just because I couldn't, you know?
What do you wish you could say to your mom after her not being there for most of your life?
That I wish I could have had like a mother's love, because I just wanted to know that she was all right, you know? And that, you know, I'm not mad at her for, you know, doing what she did, you know, but I just hope that if she would get help, that, you know, I could get, you know, we could get help together, you know, and try to, you know, but she doesn't really want to hear that. So that's what, you know, I wish I could tell her, you know.
Or what would you say is the most important lesson you've learned in your life?
I guess to keep trying. Yeah, just keep going, you know.
All right. Aura, thank you so much for sharing your story.
All right.
I wish you lots of luck. Hope you get out to your daughter full time.